Hi, my name is John Tisbury, and in this video we're going to spend a bit of time running through my GoPro equipment. I've got it all laid out in front of me and I'm going to take you through it piece by piece just to give you an idea of what I've got in my GoPro camera bag. So see you after the intro. Okay, and we're back. So I'm going to not run through this in any particular order. I'm just going to pick up the bits here I've got in front of me and work my way through them and give you a sort of reason of what I've got and why I've got it. So I've got a few GoPro cameras, we'll start with those. I've got two of the GoPro 6s, Hero 6s. The reason I've got two is I've also got the Karma drone. So quite often I've got one on the drone and then I've also got one either on the grip, the Karma grip, stabilizing grip, or on a tripod or what have you if you're doing B-roll footage. So I found that just having the one was difficult because it was either on the drone or it was on the doing B-roll footage, and it couldn't be doing both, so I ended up with two. I initially bought a Hero 4 to start with. That was the my dive into GoPro. And whilst this is okay, I find it really complicated to use. It's very fiddly, there's too many buttons on it, whereas the 6s have been improved tremendously. Plus, they don't need the waterproof casing and things like that, so it's a lot easier with the 5s and the 6s when they came out. I have a whole range of batteries and battery chargers. I've also got power banks as well. This is an Anker power bank with associated cables, and also if I'm out and about as well and get stuck, I've got a solar panel pack which I can use for charging on the go, which is really neat. So it's a 3-panel setup. I have a whole raft of different types of mount, as you generally get a big old pile with your GoPro anyway, and if you've got two then you sort of build up a little bit of a collection. Loads of screw thread adapters as well, and all various types of bolts and nuts and what have you. I also do quite a lot of car work with the GoPro as well, so I've got suction mounts. I've got two suction mounts Viz, and then I've also got a Joby Suction mount as well, which got an articulated arm which gives me a little bit more flexibility and movement. I have what have I so I've got the stabilizer, the Karma stabilizer, which is awesome. It's a really nice piece of kit, and it also comes with a little clamp as well, which you can clamp around the top there and you can wear it on your jacket with a clip. Again, the backpack has a little clip, so you can pop that in there, which I find really useful. I've got the Polar Pro set of ND filters. I've got two because typically you're going to use, if I'm using both GoPros at once, I need one on each to match them out. I've got a remote trigger, which I don't use that frequently, but it's quite useful if I need to use it. I've talked about this before. This little frame, stabilizing frame, is great for getting some nice steady handheld stuff, and it's got a decent microphone on it as well, which allows me to capture good audio from the GoPro if I need to, if I'm just relying on that for audio rather than relying on the Sony for external audio capture. Loads of different types of power connectors, so the ones for the cigarette lighter, general fast charge ones for 3-pin plugs, etc. And that's about it really. So it looks a lot, but when you sort of boil it down, because I've got two, it generally tends to sort of double up on things, so it looks like you've got absolutely loads of stuff, but the reality is what's there is the basics. And if I'm doing a video where I need both GoPros, I'm using quite a few of the different bits, so yeah. So I think that's probably about it really. So that's my GoPros. Use them, as I say, predominantly for B-roll footage. If I'm shooting cars, then they're on the suction mount, and I'll try and use two at the same time to cut down on retakes. But I'm fairly careful when I do that to make sure that I can't see the other one in the other one's field of view, if that makes sense. I hate seeing shots where you've got loads of like 50 GoPros stuck all over the car as it pans past or zooms past. So if I'm doing drone footage or if I'm doing static drive-by shots, I do take them all off and then do those shots and then put the GoPros back on again, which does make a little bit more tricky and time consuming, but to me it gives a better final outcome. So there you go. Any questions about the gear, please drop them down below in the comments section. I will put in the description down below all the gear that I've got here in case anybody's vaguely interested. And yeah, hopefully found that useful, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, take care. Bye.